Why do we need a free press? To separate the truth from lies, the truth from white lies, and the truth from malicious, manufactured, biased propaganda masquerading as news. But in a country where a section of the mainstream media is happy to conform to the official narrative, contort the truth, or simply look away, it is the online news space that is filling the void, emerging time and again as the voice of reason and fact. Don't believe me? Here's proof that we're doing something right. After failing to pass an order that would punish journalists who report fake news, the Smriti Irani-led Information and Broadcasting Ministry has trained her guns on digital media. A committee has been formed to frame rules that will regulate news portals. What's more, this committee has no representation from the digital media, which is the very space that they intend to regulate. Basically, after making some leading newspapers and TV channels bend and crawl, the government wants to tell news portals what they can and cannot talk about. But why should you care? Actually, there are 7 good reasons why you must care. 7 good stories led by digital media, not print and broadcast, that push the powerful to the wall. First, the Judge Loya expose. Thanks to the Caravan magazine's online edition, we now know that Judge Loya, who was hearing the Sohrabuddin fake encounter case in which Amit Shah was at one point an accused, may not have died due to natural causes. A series of investigative reports asked some pertinent questions that the mainstream media simply failed to talk about. It took a PIL for a CBI probe, a rebellion by 4 Supreme Court judges, and finally a motion to impeach the Chief Justice of India by the Congress party to get the mainstream media talking about Judge Loya. Second, Jai Shah and Piyush Goyal. The Wire first raised the issue of conflict of interest with regard to Amit Shah's son Jai Shah's firm. What followed was a defamation suit against the journalist and the publishers. The news portal also questioned the conduct of erstwhile firms of Union Minister Piyush Goyal. What followed was a threat to file a defamation suit and a media blitzkrieg on Mr. Goyal's ministry's success in electrifying India. Third, the Catwalk Gang-Rape. For at least a week before national newspapers and TV channels reported the gruesome details of the charge sheet filed in the Catwalk case, the Print and Scroll publishing regular updates on the gang rape and murder of the 8-year-old girl in Jammu. The mainstream media had to catch up. Fourth, the moral police in Kerala. Apart from staying ahead of the curve while reporting on Jayalalitha's illness, the News Minute was also the first to highlight the story of 2 school students who were suspended for hugging after a performance on stage. TV debates followed only after the case reached the High Court. And at the cost of some shameless self-promotion. The expose on electoral bonds. The government introduced electoral bonds with a promise to introduce clean money into the political system. Anonymously, of course. But the Quint's investigation proved how political donations through electoral bonds were neither necessarily clean and definitely not anonymous. Sixth, the paid news sting. In March 2018, Cobra Post released Operation 136 Online, a sting operation that exposed how some leading Indian news channels, newspapers and web portals were willing to propagate a Hindutva agenda in exchange for money. Data and fact check. In the age of alternative facts, websites like Boom Live and Alt News are at the forefront of ensuring that false claims and fake news are busted, which are spread in some cases by politicians and in other cases websites and channels with clear political and ideological leanings. So the next time that you hear about the government wanting to regulate the media, take a stand for free press.